Hi everyone, Care Washington intern Hadia Ahmed here to continue this week's news recap. From Palestine Legal on Twitter at @Pal_legal, an update on USCPR, the U.S. Campaign for Palestinian Rights Fight for Palestinian Awareness here in U.S. Recently, a court case rejected the claim that support for Palestinian rights amounts to support for terrorism. This is a victory for the Palestinian cause, and you can find more details on the story reposted on our Twitter account. In the first week of May, law enforcer Rashid Khan was sworn in as the first Muslim chaplain in the Nassau County PD. This is a historic moment and a step towards the right direction as it promotes steps towards inclusivity, and a show of warm welcome was given by the PD's commissioner, who verbalized his trust in Khan's abilities. A Muslim niqabi woman in Lagos, Nigeria, speaks out to break the stereotypes surrounding niqabi women in her home country. Sharifa Yunus Olakadana has been a pastry chef for almost 2 years in a place that doesn't welcome women into business. She uses her platform on Instagram to promote her cooking skills, as well as trying to break down the barriers behind niqabi women, the prejudice towards niqabi women in Nigeria, and how they have to work 10 times harder than others. Moving to more local news, hundreds of marchers gathered in downtown Seattle last week for a May Day rally in support of immigrant and worker rights, inspired by recent successful union campaigns. The event, which is an annual tradition, called for improved wages and workplace conditions, emphasizing the ongoing need for progress. The International Labor Day celebration was organized by social justice organization El Committee and drew at least 400 people outside the Henry M. Jackson Federal Building. Reported by South Seattle Emerald, concerns are increasing over the conditions of ICE deportation flights in King County and the Port of Seattle. The article highlights the urgent need for humane treatment and respect for human rights. Calls are being made to refuse contracts with companies associated with mistreatment and abuse, urging authorities to prioritize the well-being and dignity of those affected and explore more compassionate alternatives to deportation. Also reported by the South Seattle Emerald, the National Week of Action for Missing and Murdered Indigenous Women and Persons, MMIWP, has been gathering local attention. The week-long event aims to raise awareness and advocate for justice for Indigenous women and persons who have gone missing or been victims of violence. The article also highlights the Give Big campaign, which encourages support for the Emerald so that stories such as this one can be amplified. Remember, this is not an exhaustive list, and we are only human here at Care Washington, so get your news from multiple sources and stay educated on all forms of information. If you'd like to support Care Washington's work, go to carewa.org and click on the donate button. Gifts from individuals like you make it possible for Care Washington to continue providing help, support, and advocacy for Muslims here in Washington. And if you or someone you know has experienced discrimination because of your Muslim identity, please reach out to our team by going to our website at carewashington.org and clicking on the Get Help button. See you next week.